Imagine a world where the apocalypse didn't just end civilization, it turned the planet into a hunting ground for an alien species that views humanity as nothing more than sport. You are part of the Operators, an elite special forces unit tasked with holding the line against an enemy that is faster, stronger, and infinitely more ruthless. But when you discover that pipe hitters isn't just a slang term for close-quarters combat, but a desperate doctrine for survival in a war where every bullet counts and every second is borrowed time, you realize that victory isn't about winning, it's about staying alive long enough to strike back. Welcome to ARISEN Operators, Volume 2, Pipe Hitters, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Michael Stephen Fuchs' ARISEN saga. If you love military apocalypse tropes, tactical realism, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists master a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of existential duty. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists facing the immediate threat of a new alien offensive, thrusting them into a race against time to secure a strategic advantage before the enemy overwhelms their defenses. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where humanity is extinguished. Fuchs excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of the incomprehensible, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular special ops hero trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of alien tactics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior technology. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of ARISEN lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonists aren't just cold, calculating gamers. They are deeply human individuals struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonists don't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. ARISEN Operators, Volume 2, Pipe Hitters, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Michael Stephen Fuchs has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.